But many years ago, people in Iran had their own ways of making ice, and that ice could be saved throughout summer heat. People in Iran's southeastern Kerman province use special buildings which are today known as yakhdans or ice houses. The buildings had a unique structure and were made of mud bricks. They had high domes, as you can see, which prevented sun heat from reaching the lower parts of the building. Now, the ice houses have a 1,000-year history and date back to the Seljuk era. An Iranian researcher explains how people kept the buildings cool.
The buildings had high walls. Around these walls there were several small pools which were filled with water during winter. The water inside the pools was frozen at night. Then the ice was moved into a big hole inside the building. They were kept there to be used at summer.
One for the food lovers, a group of Omani chefs have cooked the world's largest ever dish, giving their country its first entry into the Guinness World Records. The dish, known as Qabza, consisted of almost 18 tons worth of ingredients. It contained rice, vegetables and chunks of meat. The dish was prepared in a huge pot, which is said to be among the world's largest cooking pots. At least 40 chefs took part in preparing the dish. The meal was meant to feed at least 70,000 people, and it took almost 10 hours to prepare.
Thank you very much.
It's actually a first time for us to be adjudicating this Guinness World Record for the largest serving of Qabza. This is the first time that this record has actually taken place. So we set a minimum standard of 200 kilograms for the record holders here today to beat, and they have actually beaten that record. So I'm absolutely delighted that this is a first for Oman.
Well, boats and ships can be made of metal, wood or fiberglass, but could a boat be made from something else, other materials, and still be reliable for a journey? Well, the answer might very well be yes. The boat you're about to see is made completely out of recycled waste products. The Plastiki sailed into Sydney, Australia, and completed its 4-month-long journey starting from San Francisco in the United States. It sailed 11,000 nautical miles across the Pacific, only on renewable energy. The 6-member crew survived on dehydrated and canned food and sometimes on the vegetables from their small onboard garden. They say it was not just a voyage, they wanted to draw attention to ocean pollution due to plastic debris and wanted to prove that waste can be reused in design and construction.
So if you go home tonight and you have a piece of fish, it's very likely that the level of toxicity that you may find in the carcinogens, the PCBs, and non-organic pollutants are pollutants that have potentially been transferred by flexoplastic in our food system. In Australia alone, 10 million plastic bags will be used today. 10 million. Think about that. Where do they go?
Rothschild, who was just speaking there, has received a hero's welcome home. He says a UN report about the threats of plastic waste on the world's oceans gave him the idea for the journey. As the Belgian city of Ghent concludes its annual music festival, Preeti Nalu reports on 10 days of festivities that represent the largest city music and theatre gathering on the European continent.
A quaint town in the eastern Flanders region of Belgium, Ghent is a small community with a population of 230,000. Often referred to as one of Europe's best-kept secrets, Ghent is a UNESCO-endorsed city of music, with a flourishing classical and contemporary music scene. Although a low-key provincial town, Ghent attracts more than 1.5 million visitors, including many tourists from Europe during Ghent's Fest, one of the largest city summer festivals in Europe. The Ghent festivities date all the way to 1834, carrying a rich tradition of showcasing music and theatre of every genre, from small experimental niche to international famous artists. Locals express pride in their long-dating traditions.
Ghent is a very interesting city on history, a very old city. We are proud to be from Ghent. The culture, you have everything here in Ghent, from classic to very modern. Yeah.
Some travel from other European countries to visit the unique street theatre performances.
Well, I'm from Holland, and I'm in Holland I'm running a street theatre festival. So there's a lot of street theatre here in Ghent during the Ghent Fest.
For others, it's an annual family event. Mira Miro, a popular event amongst kids and families, brings street and circus performances, visual arts and installations to the streets.
Well, we try to reach everybody, an audience. We have a very broad or wide program, so everybody can find something that is interesting for him. That is one. And the artists that are performing here, well, they come from all over the world, even China, Korea, from Belgium, of course, UK, France, Spain.
The International Street Theatre Group provides eclectic visual and performance art in a unique setting.
For example, street theatre must also be surprised. We have now a project that we call Mira Miro per phone. It's a difficult word, and it's like ordering a pizza. You call a number, and instead of asking for a pizza, you order an opera. And then, let's say 10 minutes later, you have the opera singer, orchestra, and they come and perform at your door.
The remainder of the year, when Ghent returns to its subdued atmosphere, its main source of attraction are its canals and its rich history.
In addition to its long tradition of music and theatre, Ghent is also renowned for its historic city centre, which is ranked the third most authentic in the world. The city's rich architecture owes its existence to Ghent's prominence as one of the most influential centres in Northern Europe during the Middle Ages and later.
Originally formed as a settlement at the confluence of the rivers Scheldt and Lys, present-day Ghent celebrates its medieval charm with a contemporary twist. Preeti Nalu for Press TV from Ghent, Belgium.
If you want to catch street theatre again, why not check out that report on our website, presstv.io. But that's it from us for now. Do stay tuned. Plenty more coming your way here on Press TV.